Hey guys, it's LBS here again, your tech guide, checking out another gimbal here for your smartphone devices. So right here, we've got the Andoer S5 3-axis gimbal. The price on this is just super amazing, guys. This is only $83. I do have a coupon code that you could use and you could get it for $70. So pretty much this gimbal is amazing, guys, just for the price what you're getting from a 3-axis gimbal. The box is right here, okay, and the gimbal is right here. So the first thing what I noticed is this gimbal is pretty much similar to your Xeon Smooth Q. The build material is built of plastic, and the arm here is somewhat metal. It's got some heft to it. The whole part over here is metal, and you do have your rubber grips or rubber protection for your smartphone device there. And this thing can shoot vertical. So if you do want to shoot that way, you can do so. And you do have your joystick here, your power on and off switch, and your mode switch. So for the mode switch, you could have it on the pan and tilt follow, and then if you press it again, you have the pan follow, and you press it one more time, it will lock up. So you got pretty much your standard mode setting, similar to the other gimbals out there. And you do have your wide and telephoto zoom here, and you got your camera button on the back. And for the bottom here, it doesn't come with a tripod. You have to buy this extra, and you do have your 1/4 screw at the bottom there. And the battery on this, it's got a 3000 milliamp battery, and you do have an option to use the slot here to charge your smartphone device if you're running low, and you do have your standard micro USB there to charge the gimbal itself. So let's put on my Note 9 here and see if this thing will actually balance it or not. All right, so I did try this earlier with a slim profile case. It will not balance, guys. So I'll show you guys right here. It is just left-sided too heavy. So you do need to remove this case to make it work. Okay, like so, right there. Works perfectly fine, balance, perfect. Okay, lock it up, and you could activate the app. It's called the Gimbal Pro app right there. I tested it out, and it's pretty much the same functionality as your other apps. The tracking on it is not too great. It does has a face tracking, but it doesn't follow your face. Other than that, it can shoot in 4K 30 frames per second on the app. But to be honest, guys, I use the gimbal just to stabilize the footage. I use mostly, when it comes to shooting video, I just use the dedicated camera app on the Note 9 or any other devices. I just use that. Like again, the purpose of the gimbal is to stabilize your footage, and when you are using the app for the gimbal, the footage you will get is not as good, as crisp as if you are using the dedicated camera on your devices. So let's power this on. All right, and there you go. So we are ready to go shoot outside. We're gonna test this out if this $83 is worth the money. And if you do use the coupon, it is only $70. So again, this is a 3-axis gimbal. I hope it turns out well. And once I do get all the footage, we will go back to my computer again. I will analyze it and see the footage, how it is, and I'll tell you guys my verdict if it's worth the purchase or not. So let's go out in the field, test it out, and check it out. Okay, let's press record, and there you go. So let me try to be on the frame here. So this is what the front-facing camera looks like. It is shooting at 1080, no, at 2K. And later on, we're gonna be using the back camera, shooting at 4K 60 frames per second. So just look at the stabilization once again, guys. See how it performs. Looking at it, it looks pretty smooth. The trees back there, they're very steady. And let's pick up the pace a bit so we can see more. And I will run. Okay, it looks pretty smooth, guys. So now let's try to pan around here. Pan around so you guys could see the smoothness of the gimbal. And now we're gonna switch back to the back camera and see how the back camera performs. Okay, so let's switch it up. And here we go, guys. So we are shooting in 4K 60 frames per second. I'm just gonna go for a little walk here. All right. So that is the new place that they are building right now. I am thinking of purchasing a place there. They're almost done. But again, just look at the screen display again, guys. Just focus on it. See if you notice any shakiness or anything like that. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace now. And I'm gonna run. Okay. So let's switch it back. Switch it back, use it as a vlogging camera. So this is what it would look like if you want to use it as a vlogging camera. Stabilization on point based on what I just saw from the screen display. And I'm gonna try to pick up the pace and then run. So again, based on what I saw when I was actually doing the test, the footage was pretty smooth, guys, based on the screen display when I was doing it. So now let's check it out, what it looks like when we are watching it on a big monitor. So here we go. So right here, I'm just walking casually, and I do notice the background here is a bit wobbly. So let's go where I'm running or picking up the pace. Oh yeah, I definitely see the background here, a lot of shake. And now right here, this is where I'm running, and the background is completely shaky, guys. Wow. So it is quite deceiving if you're just based at looking at the screen display. You really have to see it on a big monitor to see what the stabilization looks like. So the front-facing camera, guys, is not too great. And again, you have to evaluate the price and the performance. You're paying $83 for this, and I don't know, guys, it's hard to say about the performance. So let's check out the back footage. So the back footage here seems pretty smooth when you are just walking casually. All right, so it's somewhat pretty smooth. So now it looks like right here I am picking up the pace, and you do notice it, it's a little bit wobbly. more than what I noticed compared to my other gimbals like the DJI Osmo Mobile. Front, what is this? Vlogging style. So vlogging style, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good when you're just walking. It's pretty smooth. But when you pick up the pace and running, that is when you do notice the wobbly footage in the background here, guys. So this is hard, guys, very hard. So for $83 and with a coupon, I think it was $70, the performance based on what you're paying for is somewhat not too bad. You're paying $70, guys. That's like nothing. Most gimbals out there are like over what, 100 plus, and of course the performance will be good. But for $73, it's pretty all right. You know, you could the level of the gimbal, I don't consider using it as a professional gimbal to use. You could just use this for, you know, just a family outing or anything like that, just to get that nice footage. The back camera does perform really well with the gimbal. The front-facing camera is the one that's a little bit too shaky and wobbly. But for the price, it's not too bad, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any other questions or anything like that, just leave me a comment down below. And once again, guys, thank you for watching. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.